I love this. I'd like to ask John Kip Laramie to step forward. Now, why don't you step right there? Stand right there. I have the honor this evening to present the award to Kip Laramie. Kip's efforts in Roslyn stated simply is that as a business person, he spread the word around his restaurant, the Santa Fe, by sponsoring Little League teams and allowing students to, student art to pretty much decorate his walls. He brought ads and programs for art organizations and donated food to homeless programs. He noticed people in the shadows in Roslyn who were hungry. And though he claims it was a small amount of food that he gave to them, I have a feeling he gave them a lot of food. But he didn't stop there because he wanted to do more than just provide food. He sought and was successful in helping to provide other services to those in need. Now, in order to do this, Kip served as chair of the Homeless Services Committee of the Roslyn, what is called BID, B-I-D, and that is the Business Improvement District there in Roslyn. And he was its chair for the last several years. Now, the purpose of this committee was to meet the needs of the diverse and growing urban district there that we call Roslyn. And he led this committee to work with Roslyn businesses to host clothing drives, to do a Light Up Roslyn holiday celebration, to ensure the safety of individuals who were receiving food from A-SPAN, which is a nightly meal program there. And he worked, in addition to that, to increase services for homeless in Roslyn, again, through funding of some of the A-SPAN social workers. He's created support for the operations of the emergency winter shelter there in Courthouse, and he's led the BID's support of the proposed year-round homeless shelter center, which is close to becoming a reality. Now, he's also had a voice in Roslyn, which has enabled A-SPAN and other nonprofit groups to have their voices heard by more people. And this is through an organization called Bravo, and it's not the Bravo that does the Wives of Atlanta and the Wives of New York and the Wives of New Jersey, but this Bravo is the Buyers and Renters Arlington Voice, which is a nonprofit group that's working to preserve and create affordable housing in Arlington. And it's another organization for which Kip has held fundraisers and he served as an advocacy for. He has for years been involved with the Taste of Arlington events, which raise money and awareness for the Arlington Housing Corporation and community residences. But you know, he didn't just stop there with the homeless, because he also got involved in the youth of Arlington. And in this involvement, he served as a member of a group called Partnership for a Healthier Arlington. And in this capacity, he helped put together a program to help youth who were caught with drugs or alcohol. This program was called Second Chance. And the program helped first-time offenders to avoid suspension and the juvenile justice system. And instead, it offered counseling and better information on the effects of drugs and alcohol. But he didn't stop there with the kids. He also has a certain corporate responsibility. Now, he's a businessman, which means that he worked in Arlington, and for years he had a restaurant called the Santa Fe, which I understand closed this past October after about 24 years. And this business, no one left the business. All of his employees stayed there for years. And that's because he's the type of employer who, again, is a friend and a mentor to his employees. And he was a kind boss, and he encouraged several of his employees to become U.S. citizens and pretty much helped them through the process. Now, to his customers, he offered the food that they wanted, and even went so far as to actually have some ingredients shipped in from New Mexico, because again, this is a restaurant that specializes in New Mexican food, for events such as the Health Chili Festival. His customers were so impressed with the restaurant that a United States flag that flew over the embassy in Kabul, Afghanistan on July 4th, 2005, was presented to Kip by several grateful State Department employees who shared that memories of lunch at the Santa Fe Cafe helped them through some difficult moments while serving in Afghanistan. A couple of years ago, Kip gave a commencement speech, and he gave this commencement speech to the Art Institute of Washington. And the theme of the speech was doing well by doing good. And while sharing his memories of becoming a business owner, he told the graduates that a mentor whose most important lesson was that your profession can be more than a way to earn a living. You can help people live better lives. Now, in support of his nomination, there was a letter of recommendation from ACE-BAN, and I was so impressed with it, I just wanted to read to you one portion of the letter from ACE-BAN. And the executive director was the person who submitted the letter. And she said, through Kip's leadership of the Homeless Services Committee of the Roslyn Business Improvement District, funding has been allocated from the BID's members to provide an outreach worker in Roslyn to serve homeless people in Roslyn. For those who are homeless in Roslyn, they now have greater access to emergency services such as food, showers, clean clothing, but most important, are linked with resources to become housed. Kip's commitment to the homeless is making a significant impact on homelessness in Roslyn and Arlington. Because of the committee's advocacy, people are less likely to call police or report problems involving homeless people. Rather, more people know who to contact, and that is ACE-BAN, or to alert the committee when there are people who are in need of our services. And as a tribute to the work that he has done as the owner of the Santa Fe Cafe, when word was put out that he was going to close the cafe, he received a letter. And the letter said, "It is an honor and a privilege to congratulate you upon your retirement after 24 years of bringing a little bit of New Mexico to Northern Virginia. New Mexicans living in and around the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area have been fortunate to have had a place where they can enjoy excellent green chili recipes. It takes an immense amount of creativity and innovation to run a successful restaurant for 24 years. You have much to be proud of. With deep and sincere appreciation, we thank you for providing a little taste of home to your fellow New Mexicans, and we wish you well in whatever path you choose to follow in your stage of life." This letter is signed, personally signed, by the 2 U.S. senators from the state of New Mexico and also by the congressional delegation from the state of New Mexico as well. So, can I get the award? Thank you. The award reads, to John Kip Laramie, 2012, the James B. Hunter Human Rights Award, exemplary commitment to promoting human rights and diversity in Arlington County. And it is an honor and a privilege to present the James B. Hunter Individual Award to John Kip Laramie. We're going to allow Kip the opportunity to make a couple of remarks.
I had warning that I was going to get this, so I was able to prepare some remarks, unfortunately for you. Madam County Manager, Madam Chairwoman of the County Board, Arlington County officials, and all the lovely friends and loved ones that are here, thank you so much. I am so honored. If I can mangle an oft-mangled quote by the late Senator Lloyd Benson, I knew Jim Hunter. I was a friend of Jim Hunter's. Kip Laramie is no Jim Hunter. However, I could not be more honored than to have an award named by Jim Hunter. Jim and Patty Hunter were regulars at the Santa Fe right after I opened my business back in 1988, and they ate there pretty much every Friday night for many years. He started talking to me about getting involved in Arlington County and appointed me to the Visitors Commission, which was a 2-year learning experience for me. It helped me to get my feet on the ground in a corporate setting. He also encouraged me to get involved in Taste of Arlington, which was started up back probably 92 or so, and I was their first restaurant chair committee person, thanks to Jim Hunter. Over the years, I've been fortunate to be affiliated with wonderful groups. Cecilia Cassidy, who is here, has got me involved in the Roslyn Renaissance, which later became the Roslyn Business Improvement District. And it was through her encouragement, along with Laura Rinker, the founder of A-SPAN, that I started to get involved with A-SPAN. And Laura, also a regular at the Restaurant Surprise, talked to me frequently about, the problems of homelessness in the community, and we decided we really needed a homeless center, unbeknownst to me that there were so many other people on the same page, and thanks to the chairwoman and the county manager for their efforts in making this what looks to become a reality. I also got involved with Healthier Arlington, thanks to Mr. Richard Cole, who was head of the health department at the time. It was a 2-year study that they were doing. It was kind of like Gilligan's Island. I thought it was going to be a 3-hour tour, and here we are 6 years later, and I'm now co-chair of the whole thing. And it's been wonderful, the things that we've been able to accomplish, but as a team, not with one person. A-SPAN is an incredible team. They've put together a wonderful body of work through their efforts, and they continue to do tremendous work in the community, and it's only going to be growing and getting that much better. I've had wonderful teachers, Diane Downing, who is here, Jean Matthews, Naomi Klaus, Dr. Ruben Verghese, Lynn Haynes, Cecilia, some great people. John Healy, who is here, has been a tremendous guide for me in continuing my work. They all helped to teach me how to work in a business community and environment and how to chair a committee, with something which I had never done. I have always tried to keep the philosophy of doing well by doing good. With the ethic of my mom, my sister Joy, who is here, my sister Maria, and my brother Joe, who are not here. And I thank them so much for helping to get me to where I am. I especially have to thank the staff of Santa Fe Cafe, who through their hard work, it's easy to say yes. Somebody comes in and says, oh, will you donate this, or will you host this? It's easy to say yes, because I don't have to do the work. It's the people that are on the ground with their feet, whether it be the ACE band volunteers, the people in Roslyn who are out there doing the work, the people such as Victor, who heads the ambassador program down there. It really is a team effort, and I had an incredible team in the staff at Santa Fe Cafe behind me. So I thank all of you for helping with that. And I especially have to thank my lovely wife, Peg, for all of her encouragement. Times I didn't think that I might be up to the task of doing some of these things. She kind of pushed me forward and gave me words of wisdom, helped me to formulate my thoughts. And she's just been an incredible source of knowledge, professionalism, and love. And I thank you so much. I would never have gotten involved unless I had had a personal invitation from Jim Hunter to get involved. And that's all it took. It kind of triggered something in me. I think none of us should be afraid to ask somebody else for help, particularly when it's for a third party and doing the common good that we all share. I think that's why we're here. I think people just need to be asked and explained what's needed and why, and they're glad to participate. Some people call it the Arlington way. I see the other recipients that are going to be receiving this wonderful award here tonight, especially the younger groups that are here. Looking around and seeing them, I feel pretty confident in the secure future of Arlington County, and I thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for your kind remarks.